Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Tom Wilson YouTube racing channel. Coming tonight with selections from tomorrow's racing, the 28th of December at Leopardstown. Today we had a couple of good winners. Nassalam won, and James de Burley returned a 33 to 1 place. So I'll give you an updated profit and loss after the last couple of days on tomorrow night's video. Just jumping on to give a couple of quick selections for tomorrow's racing. So without further ado, we will get straight into the action. So let's have a look at the first race, which I'm going to look at, which is the second race on the card from Leopardstown, which is the 1240, which is a handicap hurdle. Over 2 mile 4 furlongs in heavy ground tomorrow. Conditions at Leopardstown were really challenging today. I thought initially when looking at the card, Ludus for Gordon Elliott was a bit of an eye catcher, given that he's the selection of Jack Kennedy here. Bit of money's already been found for him, but I still think that there's a fair price out there. Really caught my eye basically because of his mark. He's running off a mark of 112 tomorrow, which is £8 lower than when he was finishing 12th of 21 runners in the Boodles at Cheltenham Festival earlier on this year. He may have been beat. He may have finished 12th, but he was only beaten 11 lengths after showing a bit of promise. He did stay on well at the end, suggesting a step up in trip would be suited eventually. It was pretty well beaten on his reappearance. He did run well for quite a long way. Retired late on, which he's entitled to do so in heavy ground. Over 2 mile 3 furlongs, he should step up for that run, which I think he will, and I think he could exploit this mark at the 112, which based on his running the Boodles could look pretty low. You can get that's been nibbled at again here, but Bet365 still offering 6 to 1, 10 to 1 with 6 places. That's about I'll be having there. Sky Bet were offering that. They've now nibbled that into 9 to 1. Betfair are completely ducking him at 7 to 1, as are Paddy Power. So I think that 10 to 1 and 9 to 1 will disappear pretty quickly as well. So that's my selection there. Ludos in the 1240. Moving on to the 150, which is the Jack de Bromhead Christmas Hurdle over 2 miles 7 furlongs. Irish Point would be the interesting one, and if he could prove himself over these staying trips, he could be a live contender in the says hurdle. But 5 to 4 looks really short, given that he hasn't been tested over this sort of trip yet. He won well on reappearance, but that was over 2 miles. The form of his 2 mile 4 furlong win at Aintree last year isn't the strongest, truth be told. It's a horse I really like, but I think he could be vulnerable over this sort of trip in really testing conditions. I had a quick look through his pedigree. There's nothing really stepping out there to suggest that he'll be suited by a step up in trip or a test of stamina. Home by the Lee, on the other hand, tried and tested. Course and distance winner, having won this, won in testing conditions. Joseph O'Brien had a winner today, so his horses might be able to turn a little bit as well. Other 2 short price ones at the top. Home by the Lee is the way that I'll be going. So I'll take a point to win at 15 to 8 for Home by the Lee. Moving on to the next race, which is a Savills Chase. I think that Galopin de Champs, if someone had told you that you could get around 15 to 8 on this horse this time last year, you'd been laughed at basically. I can forgive his last 2 runs. He was beaten at Punchestown by Fast or Slow on both occasions, but in April that was following a really testing run in the Gold Cup, so I'll forgive that. And he was running over the wrong trip on his reappearance, trip far too short of his best. I think stepping back up in true with that run under his belt, Mullins' horse is outstepped on for the run. I think he'll win this tomorrow, to be honest with you. Given that there are extra places available for some firms, I'm going to give Appreciate It a chance each way to hit the frame at 14 to 1 with Sky Bet 4 places. It's pretty straightforward case, really. He's 4 from 5, 1 4 from 5 starts here at Leopardstown. His only loss came in the Irish Arkle, which in time has proven to be over the wrong trip for him. 2 miles has actually developed into a bit more of a stayer. He's relatively unexperienced over this trip, but he has won a point to point over 3 miles. finished second in the Grade 1 Champion Novice Chase over the strip at Punchestown at the end of last season, which was very much an afterthought. I think it was very much pinned around the Cheltenham Festival. I thought he ran with real credit in the Turners, and again in the John Durkan when splitting fast or slow and going up in the shops. I think he's well worth a chance at this trip to hit the frame. So they're my 4 darts for tomorrow. So there we go. That's everything. I hope everyone's had a very Merry Christmas. Everyone's enjoyed themselves. Hope feedback on winners. If you have, let me know in the comments below. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel as always. Positive or constructive feedback's always welcomed. Negative feedback also welcomed, but not so much. Anyway, that's it for tonight. I'll see you all around the same time tomorrow. Cheers.